It's week 4, and our Philadelphia Eagles are home at the Link, ready to take on our Super Bowl coach Doug Peterson and his Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, y'all know how we do. We'll most likely give Doug his just due welcome, but then turn around and boo his team right out of the stadium. So Doug already said he's preparing his team mentally, as he should. And while we wish you the best, Doug, not today. This reunion has been media talk for the week, but I do not believe that our guys are going to play into it. We have nothing to prove to Doug. We are coming in simply to pay the rent and to keep the entire league on notice. So while this should be a win, I'm not saying it'll be an easy one by far. We've handled 3 NFC teams, and now we're moving over to the AFC, where Doug has transformed Trevor Lawrence and these Jaguars with structure and simplifying the offensive schemes to fit their strengths. Doug is also very familiar with many of our players, so I'm pretty sure he's going to pull out all of the tactics. What we know is he is going to go for it on 4th down. But in the end, I believe that our Eagles defense is just going to be too much for this young and rising team to overcome. But Jags' newfound confidence will keep them in the game. So we have to stay in attack mode and be ready going to battle with the Jags O-line. This means that our secondary is going to have to stay ready for these attempted deep balls. And we have a little bit, of a hole in a loss back there with Maddox being out this week with injury. So no doubt, our offense, they're blazing. And I don't believe they took their foot off of the gas with Washington last week, but opposing defenses are taking notice, and they're going into the locker room and making great adjustments at halftime. We have to do the same. We have to plan for the shift. What works in the first half is not going to work in the second half. And I know we have a few Batmans out there, but it's not going to be that easy for Hurts this week with the Jags' defensive strategy and their strength. And also, the weather is going to play a huge factor in our air game. So I expect to see our backs and our tight ends in heavy action. I don't care if we dink and dunk down the field. Just convert and get the ball in the end zone. And thankfully, we have an all-weather experienced kicker in Elliott, and I believe that he's going to have opportunity to make a couple of our drives count. So yes, Brandon Graham is the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And yes, Jalen is the NFC Player of the Month and the FedEx Air Player of the Week. The Eagles are 3-0, all by themselves. But as our QB1 Hurts reminds us, and the team, if you think you have arrived, you won't. There is no arrival. And with that, I hope our birds continue to chase and meet the standard. Listen, Bird Gang, I'm no expert. I'm just fanning out for our team. And with that being said, EAGLES, Eagles.